Discover Lotus Pond Scenic Area, Kaohsiung's hidden treasure of nature and history. When you plan a trip to Kaohsiung, what places come to mind? Maybe Ida Theme Park, where you can enjoy exciting rides, or Qijing District, which is known for its seafood. However, just near Taiwan High-Speed Rail Zuoying Station, there's a tourist spot that combines both nature and history. Lotus Pond Scenic Area. It is time that we learned more about the rich history of Lotus Pond Scenic Area. Its origin dates back to 1686, when a local official planned to build a Confucius temple there. He planted lotuses and used the pond to help regulate summer temperatures in the surrounding area. The wonderful sight and smell of lotuses in summer gave the pond its name. By 1824, further development allowed the pond to provide water to nearby fields, helping the area grow. Now, Lotus Pond Scenic Area is also known for its historical temples. Over 20 temples surround the area, and the Confucius Temple there is one of the largest in Taiwan. Bridges over the pond also connect different temples, which adds to the calm and peaceful atmosphere.
Hi everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Chickling.
And today we're going to Kaohsiung.
Yay, Kaohsiung! That's my hometown.
I know, that's your hometown. So I think you might know this place, okay? The title of today's article is Discover Lotus Pond Scenic Area, Kaohsiung's hidden treasure of nature and history. Have you been here before?
Yes, when I was in college, I actually went there maybe once a week.
Yeah, do you know much about this place?
I think there are a lot of temples around the lake.
It's okay.
Pond was lake.
We're gonna learn a little bit more about this beautiful, beautiful place. I haven't visited yet.
Okay.
It's definitely on my list because Taiwan is so big and there's so many places to visit, but this one is definitely on my list, okay? So if you're ever in Kaohsiung, this is the place that you want to go. Now let's learn a little bit of its history here. Okay, the article says, when you plan a trip to Kaohsiung, what places come to mind? Okay, yeah, when something comes to mind, this phrase just means like it's a thought or idea that comes to you, that occurs to you.
Right, so it come to mind, and when you think of Kaohsiung, well, the first place that comes to my mind is Love River, 爱河，或者是那个大鹏湾，或者是一些高雄的旅途。你到去高雄旅行，你会想到什么呢？浮现脑中 come to mind 就是你想起来的意思。
Okay, for some people, it says here maybe Ida Theme Park, where you can enjoy exciting rides, or Qijing District, which is known for its seafood.
所以义大，对，义大这个也很好玩。义大游乐世界，你可以有刺激的游乐设施，或者是以海鲜闻名的旗津。I go to Qijing with my parents a lot.
Actually, I think I've been there once. It's actually super cool, I remember. And you could see some ships or something,
Yes,
right?
and you can take a boat to go to the other side of the town.
That place was really fun. Okay, so here next the article says, however, just near Taiwan High-Speed Rail Zuoying Station, there's a tourist spot that combines both nature and history, Lotus Pond Scenic Area. So we see our first word, tourist. Tourist is a noun and it is a person who is traveling or visiting a place for pleasure. Okay, so because I live in Taiwan, if I go to Japan or if I go to Korea, I am a tourist there. For example, we can use tourist in a sentence like this. Taipei 101 is a popular spot that tourists visit whenever they're in Taiwan.
Tourist 就是游客的意思，我们常说观光景点，英文就可以说 tourist attraction， 因为 tourist 本身它也可以当形容词，有旅游的意思。比如说 The Eiffel Tower is one of the most famous tourist attractions in the world.
We mentioned that it's a tourist spot, and spot is another word that we're going to learn today. Spot is a noun and it means a particular area or place. For example, if you have a favorite place to go to relax, like maybe a coffee shop or even like an area in the park, we can say that is your spot It could be your favorite spot, it could be your secret spot, but anyhow, that is your spot. We can also use spot in a sentence like this. The coffee shop by the park is one of my favorite spots to study.
所以 spot 就是有场所或地点的意思哦。所以我们刚刚是不是讲到 tourist attraction? We can also say tourist spot， 它也是有旅游景点的意思。比如说 The cafe near the beach is a popular spot for locals and tourists alike. 所以在台湾的呢，这个高铁高雄的左营站附近有一个结合自然跟历史的旅游景点，也就是莲池潭风景区。
Yeah, that's such an easy location as well. Okay, here we talked about lotus, and lotus is basically a type of flower that grows on water like lakes. Now, the lotus flower can symbolize purity or enlightenment. So sometimes that's why you see Buddha holding the pink lotus flower because it's a very spiritual like kind of flower as well.
所以为什么叫做莲池潭？你们看到它的那个 lotus pond， 它指的就是莲花。Lotus 本来就是一种花的种类，就是莲花，它有很多那个 petals，那个花瓣。
Yes. Okay. Next in the article says, it is time that we learned more about the rich history of Lotus Pond Scenic Area.
所以我们这边出现的 scenic area 就是自然风景区。所以我们今天要来了解更多有关莲池潭风景区的丰富历史咯。有看到今天文法 ，Let's take a quick look. OK， 我们今天的文法要看到是 It is time that 一个人或者是一个主词做了什么。句型呢是属于跟现在事实相反的假设语气哦。意思是说呢，现在没有做，但是时候应该做什么了。那我们的动词时态呢，应该使用过去式，表示该做而且还没有做的行为。但是 that 是可以省略的，就像我们文章中看到的 It is time that we learned more about the rich history of Lotus Pond Scenic Area。我们这边的 It is time that 因为我们还没有学习嘛，所以我们现在要来学习这个东西，这是今天的文法。那我们造一个句子 It's time that we started preparing for the upcoming meeting. We've been putting it off for too long. 这边呢 time 呢，我们之前也可以使用 hi 或者是 about 来加以修饰，去强调语气，早该怎么样，所以它的语气会比我们刚刚讲的还要再多一点。比如说 It is high time that we cleaned out the garage. It's become too cluttered to find anything. 或者是说呢 It's time that we redecorated the living room. It's been years since we last did it.
All right, let's continue reading the article. It says, its origin dates back to 1686 when a local official planned to build a Confucius temple there. Oh, wow, it goes back a really long time.
很妙耶。
Yeah. Okay, so a local official wanted to build a temple there. Okay, we saw the phrase date back to. It just means to have come into being like a number of years ago. So it goes all the way back to 1686.
Date back to 就是时间追溯到什么时候，所以我们起源呢就是追溯到1686年，当时一位地方的官员呢，他们计划在这边建造一座孔庙。
Yeah, so we saw the word official. Official is a noun, and it is a person who is in a position of authority in a large organization. So, for example, we have government officials. So they can be like maybe a congressman or senator or a mayor or the county mayor, okay? In sports, officials are people like the referee. They kind of tell you what is a foul or what is, who gets a point, things like that, okay? We can use official in a sentence like this. One of the government officials announced plans to build a new community center.
OK， 所以 official 就是官员哦。当形容词当然也常见 official 什么东西 like official announcement, official page 就是官方的正式的，比如说 the official announcement was made by the spokesperson at noon， 或者是正式的声明 official statement， 这也是英文我们常见的用法。比如说 the company released an official statement regarding the new policy.
All right, so let's see, what did this official do? It says he also planted lotuses and used the pond to help regulate summer temperatures in the surrounding area. Oh, very, very smart. And it sounds very beautiful as well. Now, he planted these lotuses in the pond to regulate the summer temperatures. Now, regulate means to control something by means of rules to make sure that, to make sure that the heat doesn't kind of go above what it's supposed to be.
所以 regulate 就是去调节。控制，所以还有种一些莲花来控制这个夏天的温度。
Yeah, so we talked about surrounding areas. Surrounding here is an adjective and it means that is near or around something. So for example, we can say the volcano erupted, so everyone in the surrounding towns quickly left to safety.
Surrounding 这边是形容词哦，代表附近的。The verb form is surround， 有着环绕意思。但是 surrounding 虽然是形容词，你加上一个 s 在结尾，还会变成名词，代表你周围的环境。比如说 ，She admired the beauty of her surroundings as she hiked through the forest。所以呢，当时候这个官员他种植了莲花，并且利用这个莲池呢，帮助调节周边地区夏季的温度。
Yeah, I think a lot of cities are also doing this as well. They're not planting lotus ponds, but they're planting a lot of trees to help regulate the hot summers we have in Asia. Yes, it's really
especially
needed.
in the south.
Yeah, it's definitely needed. Okay, let's continue reading the article. It says, the wonderful sight and smell of lotuses in summer gave the pond its name.
Wow,
sounds amazing.
对，所以夏季的莲花的美景跟芬芳为这个池塘得到莲池潭的名称。莲池潭 just sounds like it's got so much 气质。
I know, it sounds so elegant, and I feel like I want to meditate or something by it, right? I definitely need to visit. Okay, next it says here, by 1824, further development allowed the pond to provide water to nearby fields, helping the area grow. Okay, so fast forward a few years, there was more development to the area. Development here is a noun. It means the steady growth of something so that it becomes more advanced or stronger. So for example, children, the development of children is like maybe you give them more food or you let them go to school, they can develop and they become stronger and smarter. Here, development can also mean the growth of the economy of a country or region through increased business activity. So yeah, maybe they made lots of things so more people can visit, okay? We can use development in a sentence like this. My job encourages career development within the company, so they give us a lot of opportunities to learn.
Development 就是发展，所以如果快速的发展就是 rapid development。比如说 the city has seen rapid development in the past decade， 它在过去10年看到很快速的成长或发展，或者是如果你的发展是可以持续性的，我们现在都很在意这个可续性，就是 sustainable development. They are committed to promoting sustainable development in the region. 所以呢，到了1824年的时候呢，进一步的开发，让莲池潭能够为周边的田地提供灌溉的用水，就促进了该地区的成长。
That's great. So not only is it a beautiful place to visit, but it's also a great place that, they develop it into people can use the water for the farms as well. So it's kind of, I would say, two birds in one stone, kind of. That's great. Next, the article then says, now Lotus Pond Scenic Area is also known for its historical temples.
Historical temples 就是历史悠久的庙宇哦。所以你们记得刚刚我们一开始我就讲，我记得那边有一间庙，但应该不止一间啊，旁边是有很多的庙宇的。所以莲池潭风景区也有因它历史悠久的庙宇而闻名。
Next, the article says,
over 20 temples surround the area, and the Confucius Temple there is one of the largest in Taiwan.
Wow, that's super cool. I think that's definitely worth seeing to see the Confucius Temple. Next here in the article, it says, bridges over the pond also connect different temples, which adds to the calm and peaceful atmosphere. Oh, okay. So you can walk there and then there?
Yeah, I remember that now. It's beautiful and it's very cool.
All right, so we mentioned the word connect. Connect here is a verb and it means to join together two or more things, okay? To put together two or more things. So for example, trains connect cities together. Bridges connect two pieces of land together. And what do stairs connect? Of course, they connect two different floors together so you can go from the first floor to the second to the third safely. Now, we can use connect in a sentence like this. Cindy tried to connect her computer to the projector for the presentation.
Connect 是连通或连接的意思，它是动词，那我们名词就是 connection。比如说 there is a strong connection between regular exercise and improved mental health。所以你只要继续运动的话，你对你的心理是会有一个关联的，是对你的心理健康有帮助的。那么 connect 我们文章中是动词嘛，我们也常常说跟谁联系，就是说 connect with someone。比如说 she was able to connect with her audience through her heartfelt speech。
All right, we also saw the phrase add to. When you add to something, this phrase just means to make something else larger, better, or greater.
Add to something 就是增加的意思哦，所以增加了什么呢？ Atmosphere。The
atmosphere is the feeling or mood that you have in a particular place or situation. So, for example, if a coffee shop has warm colors, it smells good, you hear jazz music in the background, we can say the atmosphere there is cozy. I love those kind of coffee shops.
Me too. 所以呢 atmosphere 就是气氛氛围，当然它也有那个大气层的意思，不过我们这边是氛围的意思。所以池塘上面的桥梁是连接着不同的庙宇，为此地增添了宁静和平的氛围。
Yeah, it must be like a really big place, and then like
it is.
Once you get there, you just feel the atmosphere is very calm and peaceful. You just want to meditate, and you smell the lotus flowers. Yeah, I love it.
Me too. 所以喜欢今天的主题吗？不要忘了点赞、订阅、分享我们的 YouTube 频道跟 Facebook page 哦。
Yeah. All right. So if we hear this, it means it's the end of today's article, and we have our For You chat question for today. It's have you ever visited a place with both natural beauty and historical importance? Where was it and how did you feel?
The first thing that came to my mind is the Grand Canyon. It's one of the most magnificent places I've ever been to, and I think it's got like rich history as well. I think the Native Americans lived there. And they view it as a sacred place. I'm not really sure, but maybe you know more about history than I do.
I think so. I forgot about like the Grand Canyon area, but then definitely I do agree with the natural beauty part.
It's so beautiful,
magnificent. Yeah. Another place that comes to mind is, since we're talking about temples, I always feel like Japan has a lot of really great like natural
shrines.
Beauty. And shrines, and they combine it so well with like, you know, the background, and then you just feel like, wow, it's like so zen. And then as well, there's a lot of history behind each of the shrines and the temples in Japan as well. So I feel like for me, like definitely Japan. I love how you mentioned Grand Canyon. I also want to say Yosemite as well. Yosemite Mountains.
Okay.
It's also extremely beautiful, and I didn't learn too much about the history of that, but I will look into it. Have you ever visited a place with both natural beauty and historical importance? Where was it and how did you feel? You guys can talk about it amongst yourselves as well. But today, it's the end of today's article. We do have some more to learn about the Lotus Pond in Kaohsiung, so don't forget to stay tuned for day 2. All right, so I'll see you soon. Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Tourist. It's best to avoid this beach on weekends because many tourists come here, and it's always crowded. Spot. There's a little spot near the top of this mountain that has a great view. Official. Local officials decided to increase the size of the police force in order to stop crime in the city. Surrounding. On weekends, Emily likes to get out of Taipei and visit the city's surrounding mountains. Development. In history class, the students learned about the development of art in ancient Greece. Connect. Darren couldn't get his video game player working because he hadn't connected the right cable to the TV.
智慧小补帖。
Lotus. Regulate. Atmosphere.